Alright, welcome back. Oh, wait, wrong video, sorry. Alright, welcome back. So, I recently bought a PS4, and it came with this controller that, given the color scheme, I'm assuming this is UF or Auburn or something, I don't know. Anyway, it came with this controller, and as you can see, the rubbers on the thumbsticks are gone. So, this was just meant to be kind of a bit of a relaxing kind of kill time video. I am going to do kind of a, I guess, a tutorial of sorts where I replace the screws on this controller, or excuse me, replace the thumbsticks on this controller using my handy dandy iFixit kit. This is not sponsored by iFixit, but I bought this iFixit kit a while ago and I've been so pleased at how awesome it is for doing stuff. It's really great. So, the PS4 controller is actually quite... oh, that's the wrong bit. It's actually quite easy to disassemble. You can see on this, on the bottom, there's only 4 screws to take off, so it's relatively easy. Got your USB, micro USB connectivity right there. Let's see. There it is. Got the bit right next to it. All right. And then what I like to do is on this iFixit case, I like to use the top part as a tray. All right. But I bought what was happening was one of my neighbors was actually moving out of his place, and he was getting rid of some stuff he didn't need. And he's like, "Hey, I got this PS4. I know you're a gamer. Would you like this PS4?" And I'm like, "Sure." It's got a couple games with it. Came with a controller, all the cords that you need. How much you want for it? And he's like, "Well, how about 70? So I ended up getting a PS4 and a couple games and a controller and all the necessary cords for $70, which is not bad. I believe, as at the time of this video, they're going for about, I've seen like 100 to 150 for original. It's an original PS4, not a slim. So I believe that was a pretty good deal. So now that we have all the screws off, what we're going to do is we're just going to take the case off from the bottom, because we don't want all of the buttons to go everywhere. Got that ribbon cable there for the LED. Be very gentle. Be very, very gentle. Make sure that you don't want to rip that out of there. So then, I believe we can just lift this part out. The assembly here. Alright. So the battery just kind of, it's held in there with some adhesive, so that just kind of comes out. And then underneath the battery, you see we have one more screw in there, so that has to come off as well. Alright, but first we need to get rid of this. Well, you can get rid of the ribbon cable, but you're just going to put it back in later. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the screw off. Okay. And then I believe we can put the battery back in for now, and then just take out the board. I eventually was able to lift the whole assembly out. The problem is the, unlike the 360 controller, the motors for the rumble are soldered to the PCB. So that's a problem. And then you have plastic rivets that have them press holded in there. So you have to just basically kind of apply a little bit of pressure. But we have the home button down there, we have our other buttons, and then we have our joysticks. So we're just going to pop these off. The joysticks themselves are fine, it's just these that need to be replaced. So I bought these off of eBay. Typically when you find these on eBay, you can get these. These are aftermarket, but they're the same thing. They're the exact same thing. And they'll typically run you about 50 cents a piece. So just kind of push those back on there. Oop, Come on. Yeah, they are keyed, so you got to make sure that your the stem is rectangular, so you got to make sure that it fits in properly. All right. So then once those are pressed on there, all we're going to do is work backwards. So we push the PCB back into place. All right. There was one little ribbon connector here that we got to make sure to get out so that we don't crush it. Actually, I think it might be underneath there. Maybe I might need some pliers, to be honest. We'll see. Actually, I might be able to just get it out. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. All right. That's the little, that's the ribbon cable I was telling you about. All right, so the battery compartment can go in there. Ribbon cable can go in there. Yeah, it's very delicate. I probably should have been using like some tweezers or something, but it's fine. We're good. All right. So that is our battery. We'll get our battery compartment screwed back in there. Okay. All right, battery back in. There we go. And then last thing is last, putting the outer case back on there. Got to make sure that you start from the, you're going to want to start here first and make sure that the little plastic bit actually can slot into the actual slot it needs to go in. And once that goes in, you'll know that you've gotten it right. And then it should just snap together, and we're ready to put it back together. So PS4 controller, not too hard to replace the thumbsticks on, pretty easy. I am glad that I was able to just kind of get in there and pop the PCB out. If I had to desolder the wires for the rumble motors, that would have been a little not fun, but thankfully we didn't have to do that, so that's good. And I absolutely am loving my iFixit kit that I got. It makes this so easy because these are the bits that are like engineered to work on these electronics, so that's quite nice. I like the way that these are designed. This screwdriver feels really good in the hand, so really, really like that. I don't want to strip this screw. Do not want to strip the screw, all right? And then our last one, and then we should have a working PS4 controller. I dropped the screw, where'd it go? There it is. Oh boy. And there you have it. Good as new PS4 controller, and still works perfectly fine. So we're good to go. These thumbsticks feel just like the original ones. They're just aftermarket ones on eBay. You can find these for, like I said, about 50 cents each. No big deal. There you go. That's really about it. So we went from these that are, you know, chewed off and they don't have any more rubber on them. They're just the hard plastic undersides, to some brand new fresh ones. And this thing is ready for some action. It's actually in really good condition, the controller. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. This was just meant to be kind of a chill one, but hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.